Adeshemaima ya mamunyina aju UTV kasebo ayensa kana nwumre ena yede ebremo yede free shop house Abeka Junction Accra na enyumakuo biada Roma womo ena aso asene ama enwumre kasebo Ghana month yetimi ede abremo womo ne
this way chocolate drink abusuado here ane unso share special ice mineral water special drinks. Oh yes, special. Ya no PB anom Best Point Savings and Loans Limited. Your banker. Ghana phone nyina agiatumu dial star 277#. Na ne bank ni nsa so and a best assurance o madaroma and e din semno e ban semno doso. Dedi makotene bi eni.
Enkane mampanyi John Dramani Mahama ede nafua mienu na asi ho abankran mantama sei a empesi ahodo bi wayiyi a wokọ ho na ne nyina eye building Ghana eno eho na wokọ ne omanfo akokasa
Egusua wo pani a otu Frank Ariama ND Samanju His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na proba okọ no o chese aban sase anipa bi egiaboso ewo enkran no oba obete ho commission no ma ye ntwemu afa ho
Justice Srem Sai enso ede to mampanyi Akufo Addo anim se obesan sa anti LGBT+ no bill no so obesan a won sign ensem akopie mu court no wono so de ninkyiremu aba
enipa bi ede CPP amanyuko no ene chairperson eco court ene court ede asemu mu ayaba CPP edi enkonimu
ene Valco wonum aye commission kama ni nyina no eba beboa ama Valco womo boiler womo aye no etimi aboa ma adwuma no etimi aye production bebre eno so ebeboa oman mpuntu
yebeko ECG for asoye woma kopiemu ewo ashaman na nipa dodo na won eye illegal connections no wache dodo no a ewo ashaman ene ne mpatamu
ensempi ka ho ne adebramo kasebo emumi din di akosia sapon mene
David Ofori Safo
sayebo ede era ensem ni mu adia enkane mampanyi John Dramani Mahama se kase wodi nafua mienu ena asi ho ha wode eba nsrahwe won kranmantem ha sei na constituencies ni bi ena womo ayiyi a sabre ya idie woko na ni nyina eye building Ghana tour sebe ya wona omanfo bedi nkomo nyame adom a ye nyina enim se bro nya bosom ne de tosonso ye kwa akoto aba eno ho ene nam a wate asimsa
Kanema mpeni John Dramani Mahama build Ghana to no na ba bedrumu ewo enkramantem enam yenu no watudi asi won mo de bo apro ni nyina na enkramantem ka ho ana kire se wakọ Ghana mantem ahodo no edu 914 mu na kire se aka oti ena fei Mentifedo epoye mantemu North East Region na jese 2024 manifesto no abo no pepepe na enkramantem hanu no wone apamfo ahodo omoboa ema party ne dwumadie ensem nyina ekoyie no ehia constituency executives NDC Greater Accra Regional MP caucus se womo aye bi etwamu ne womo ete so sabre en afen so enkayefo wowie no Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs na nanom ne atrankwanya womo ewododowa wakoye ene omo ekokunya nkasasi wowie ye no anso ho a empanifo adabo so kan spare part dealers ya no womo ene omo so ekokodi nkomo ewo ho no mo.
Peace is not something, or unity is not something you can go to supermarket and buy. It's like a seed you plant. If you fail to water it and nurture it, it will die and you go back to square one. If you are being used and you don't know that you are being used, then there's something wrong. If you don't have that unity, you can have all the money in the world, you can't win election. So they would want to create disunity amongst us so they can weaken us and defeat us. So don't think that whatever is happening amongst us, our other brothers are not interested. They are very interested. And it is possible that they can actually engineer that disunity.
So what we need now as a team is for us to unite. If it is money, they have the money. But if it is strength, through unity, we have it.
The election directorate, you are aware, is conducting some exercises. They've been conducting exams for election directors in the constituencies and the regions, because we need the best people who understand the electoral system to be able to monitor the elections in the region. And so some of you are unhappy because some elections directors didn't pass, and so they had to be replaced. We should not be sentimental in these appointments because those particular appointments are so critical. You must be able to write in figures and in words. If you can't write in figures and in words, I tell you write 257,000, and you can't write it in figures and in words. You have no business being the elections director for a constituency or a region. And so let's put sentimentality aside and let's appoint the right people. When it comes to party selection again, as I've said several times before, let us select the best people who can be trained to understand the process. The elections process has become more sophisticated than it was in the past. In the past, we used to appoint party agents just to identify the voters and make sure that they are not imposters. But now that is not the work of the party agent, because the biometric verification machine is able to determine whether a person is a voter or not. So you don't select somebody who knows everybody in the village. You select somebody who knows how to read the pink sheets, make sure that the right results have been recorded on the pink sheets, make sure that the number on the biometric verification machine is the same as the ballots that were in the box. That's the kind of party agent you need. And so please, in the selection, when they come around, give them your best people so that we don't just put people there because at the end of the day, a little stipend is given to party agents.
Yagusua wopenia otu franka ade ama NDC amanyukuno general elections a baso ewo Ghana mo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na proba ogusua okọ Ghana fananyina building Ghana tour na bepiemu nkramanta mu ano wosan hia na nanam ahemfuku a ewo nkramanta mu na no mu edi nkomo no na ode etu anim se asansase ho manso yade a ekoso nkrampa titu ene aban sase a ibimu agia boso na oba Beti Ekube Attorney Commission of Inquiry no ma nhwemu na aban sase nyina no asan akọ aban ensemu ebiemu.
The issue of Ghana lands is a very disturbing issue. It's a vexed issue, and it raises a lot of emotions. And so for the last time, when NDC comes into office, we're going to set up a commission of inquiry on Ghana lands to make recommendations on what government should do in respect of Gadangbe lands. And at the same time, it will also investigate looted state lands, because the chiefs and people of Ga, Dangme gave land to government for specific projects. If government is using those the land for those projects, there's no problem. So Parliament is working is Gadangbe land, the Supreme Court is working is Gadangbe land, the airport is there, we all are using it, we're flying in and out. But where government is not going to use the land anymore for the purpose that it acquired the land, the rule is simple. It says give it back to the owners. And so we have to get a commission of inquiry in and investigate those who have taken those lands. Because you go and see lands that government is no longer using. Private people have bought them and are building all kinds of edifices on them at the expense of the traditional people. And so that is an issue we'll take into consideration. A commission of inquiry into Gadangbe lands, including the issue of looted state lands.
Afei mota mampanyi a ye friend Dr. George William Vela wabepiem wo Ghana mu na eno o se wo ka che Ghana fo nyina na afei wasisu dua se de etie bia no da chi a eni akire bia ne se koba se ahokire bi ahofama bi esese wo mo de taye chi wo impuntunwuma awodo ene nneoma a wo de nani ahunu se ye no wo beba no aba beta akire.
Mampenyin, President of Malta, Dr. George William Walter, ababe PM ewo Ghana ha no be PM o Ghana ha wabe PM ewo Kumasi Asante Mantem a one mpanyemfo timi akɔhwehwɛ mpuntudwuma bi na mu baako eye Hope Exchange Medical Center eno ewo Kumasi ɛhɔ ɛna ɔmokɔhwɛ ayaresabea kɛseɛ ɛyɛ 130 bed hospital facility a Mortani ɛna ɔno so watimi esi na ɛwɔ hanom na mra Morta man panyin ɛkasa ɛna ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔma yɛ krado sɛ ɛmmoa bi ɔmetuma de aboa Ghana sɛ de bɛyɛ Ghana so betuma afa ne ntoma pa efra ɔkyerɛ mu a Ghana ne Morta ɛwɔ ayɔnkofa na ɛba sɛ ɔman we ɛmmoa ne yɔnko a wɔn ɛyɛ enti na wɔn nim sɛ ɛnyɛ saa nneɛma we nko a ɛna Morta de hyia na sɛ Morta man no ɛbɛyɛ nneɛma pii ɛbɛka
Thinking about organizing such a facility so many thousands of kilometers away from our small island, and seeing that after all these years it has actually turned out to be a huge success. Going around the wards, I was impressed that even though they are not doing surgery and things of the sort, but the basics are there, and this is what many people do not have access to medical care look for. The basics, like emergencies, blood examinations, infections, gynecology, and things like that. So thank you very much for coming out with this idea. Obviously, on behalf of the Maltese people, I also thank the Maltese people for all having been so generous over all these years, and I think and I wish that they should carry on helping this very important initiative. If they knew more about it, I can assure you that we'll be having more and more funding, because even I, coming here for the first time, I'm impressed that this is something which is really giving a huge social service to the people in the vicinity. So keep it up.
And actually, General Manager Edema Hope Exchange Medical Center, Ayora Dominic Osekofi, and also Ekasa Echire Muse.
I say in crime, say, oh, you give me di na Oman Morta President Abagana, and also Baba Jumaya, a in crime shed the mine. Yes, so Ekasa Chere and said, yeah, and a young na eba kwanya so de maye se ye begina so na de aseda ma Morta mine ye hye dwumade na se no omo na ama iska eno maso ye sene so ade abedu sabri ntia de enim ye se de asitie bia bi pa bi ebe fi mu aba omo kura ye na ade abedu sabri sebe te se wa wo ba na wo hwe wo ba na wo ba na nya nyini se ono aba adwuma e de ahwe ne ho hwa na abekoso ahwe no ntia enim ye se bi pa bi fi mu aba ntia ye da Morta manase
Amanyɔkuo foforɔ apie mu ɛwɔ man Ghana mu na din da so ɛyɛ new force Nana Kwame Bedi Ako Cheddar ɛna ɛda no mano ka sɛ ɔno nso kɔ apro denden ɛwɔ man Ghana mu na na probo ne din da so ɛyɛ listening to otie Ghana for how sɛ de be adachi bi ɔbɛyɛ mampani a otimi asi how na no ɛde ama Ghana de hye aprobo no na kopie mu ɛwɔ tifido mantam emu na one na nanam ahemfo ene o manfo wo no edi nkomo.
We are here because we are on a listening tour, and Tamale is the first place we chose to come to after we visited Nima. I come here because I want to tie my cloth with you and you tie yours with me. I can see that there's a lot of potential. So many things that can be done in this place that you would not need to leave here to go elsewhere to look for an opportunity. So I have come to listen to women, especially the youth, and get the blessings of my fathers. That we all come together and become one people to build one country. I am here not to talk to people, but I'm here to listen to you. What are your needs? What are your thoughts? What are your suggestions? If you were part of the government, how different would you make it?
What you are doing, you are on the right path.
If you ask me to test your product, I'll do it because I've tested the two and I've not seen any benefit out of the two political parties.
Whether you like it or not, Ghana needs a third force party in this round.
We have tested MPP and we have tested NDC. We need to get a third person to compare the third person with the two parties.
Abusafo ya nya boafo nkrato emra ye ba ye beto akase bono so ye ba sisi a Yamamo akwaba yeto akase bono eso. Yeto so na yedani ekire Asante Mantamu. Na adwadifo mo race course edwanemu ewo Kumase na sabre yi eja atoho ahye nti ogusu a wobu nkonta ewo jahye a eto wonum enuomam.
Arehosem na asi ewo Kumase race course babia adwadifo edi edwa ohonom ahomache de suomu wo munnim kwan krai fa so a ejan etom a esi America se wo hwe apata ahodo a adwadifo ni bi edi edwa wo mu no eja no ahye asɛ no kra yesusu a apata be 180 ene esi America se asɛ Ghana National Fire Service for etimi bepie mu a wo mo etimi edum gya no nenso so no eja no edum wieye no eyade a ejapade pi ena amamfo ahwere ne wo honom a wo mu etwa adwo eno ena adwadifo ehima wo Kumase race course nana chewa ene adwadifo ni bi omo ho akere mo ene YouTube nsem twefo twetwe nkomo a omo kire mu sei
na no pay wi ide ye ni abrankasa ene ba na adwo 1 o'clock no mo frame say race course wo hye na me mambra me beto say race course wo hye no krani na me hu de menka apata ko be 500 de ya famu bibia enfrim na ebedi kan da fire service for us ade o maye ne race course ha no ye hunu bi da na abro mu dum gya ne fa nyina wie no na ba bi ahye no enkrofo wo ho no so say adan na o mu ngyan ma edwane nyina anya dai enhye to o mo mpene ene fire service do mabo o mo pa eprepre bi mo so na awurade adum ye mema no so achi mo aye dai amaye eti ade sade an say o mind o mo ka bi ewom ana o mo wo bie mo be hwe aratan ya ato race course for na o mo meboa ye
ye nim de asi ye wo fie ena asam be si ye na edwon ba ye nema nyina so asai nema no bebre kwa ye ntimi nkan mpo bibia nka hwi nka ye moko be mora hendo ba so nyina ase ye nim ade ye be ye abaye sro so boa ye
asam na metene se anadwo be ye ahomache be ye fom ho na me baba ko wa table ofre me ka che me se sakola afre me na me se da be won fre me ana o se kan ho kwane se ya pata ni nyina ahye ye fa aka ya yedidi America ye ba na jane dem saa metoni mako me ne me ma ya pata me nsa na wo ha ye me nsa hina ye no me ka mo 100 bus ni nyina ahye pata no so nyina ahye te we de ehia mboa aboa ye
te na ho machi na ye nim say ye ha na me junior sister omo fra me ka kire me ono so ne condition nya wonyem nti me fra ne fo na won fa ti e kire o fa na me ka kire se ba na me nya nnu ha matisi ese race course she nti me nim nti me bedro na se ne nioma de we ni we store we ni we mi aha ye wholesale na aha ye retail na se nioma ne de wan fa pin kura nti ono bedru ha no ye o ye ma we obetwa ahwe nti mama ne kofi
yesra ban se na dawro ma o meboa ye na yese de ye timi hwe ye makura school ye ntimi ebedu ase na se mi store ni nyina hye ma ntimi amfa pin kura ntimi amfa hwe se de ayede ya me sesa ban o meboa na me kura de obia be mbobo na me de me mbobo ase obia fi se me to me kura yare a me na me hwe ne hwe nkula aka ho na asem si ato me se me yam hu bibia enye
na ye bowra CPP amaniku no asoe ye nipa bi e the CPP for echo court any chairperson nana from Poma Saponkuma say mami wontimi nya nadwuma as chairperson san sen kika wa hodo e won ho asem no kopie mo court no court atwe a nenne e na high court e won kran no e de asem mu aye ababonten na court e chese wo mhwe mu na no chairperson Adema CPP nana from Poma Saponkuma ne ho so sabrobe obetimi abonadwuma as chairperson Adema CPP amanyuku na hwe de course so e wo court.
After months and months of coming to court on this issue and action which should not have been started in the first place, we finally have a ruling of the High Court emphasizing that certain individuals within the CPP try to use the court to perpetrate an injustice. Today, the courts have given voice, righteous cause to those who justice is on their side. We are happy that the matter has ended and finally the courts have dismissed the action which was brought wrongfully in the name of the party. It offers the chair and leader of the party an opportunity to rebuild the party, to unify the party towards elections. This mandate is important And it's important that those who have decided to continue to disrupt the activities of the party through repetitive court actions must take heed from what has happened in court today. We cannot build a party going forward without the persons who have been rightfully and duly elected to take positions in the party having the free hand to lead the party through that process. After so many months of disrupting the party's activities and opportunity to rebuild in a critical election year, finally the High Court has been able to rule on this matter and dismiss the action was brought wrongfully. We as lawyers, we are grateful for the support we have had from the party towards being able to ensure that this happens. We have taken our every opportunity to be diligent and preparing a matter that was wrongfully brought before the court. Now,
what happened, I am so glad that at least we went through the process. 3 years. 3 years of fighting. 3 years. 50 plus 1.5 years after that. Then 8 against 1 for having signed a consent judgment that says that we should be able to organize our party 2 years before the elections. Something that affects me as well. But I always put the party at first because I know that if we have enough time to be able to take our message out, be it me or anybody, the party has one of the best ideology and the best policies and the best message for the people of this country. Today we are here. It is not just about who has won, it is see people that has won. For what has happened, I believe that anybody trying to take any step again against the constitution of this party will do it right. You don't have to like me, I don't have to like you. It's democracy. But let's go according to the constitution, the rules and regulations laid by us, ourselves, our own ethics, our own code of ethics to govern ourselves.
Forward, forward, ever, backward. Senior lecturer watcher constitutional law ewo Gempa Law School anase Gempa baby a yekire emranom Dr. Justice Shremsai Esquire na opanyin na oche se ne wanwa se mampanyin Akufo-Addo ese wo twen akopem se Supreme Court behwe no wabua sa LGBT bill na eno na opanyin kire se sa anti LGBT bill no enya nyemra enti court no ntimi mua ho asem kopem se be ye mra ansa na ebia wo de be ko se wonye nsachiraye bi ewum enti nanado ehia so betwen
LGBTQ plus bill no ekoda mrahye bedwamu August bosomemu ewo 2021 mu October 13, 2021 ena mrahye bedwa no aidi hu abobo wa yese yenyentum anameme yenyentum twene srane abasa yenkomra ye de bawo ye de sinio seyo ena ne ewie ekire ne kurakura mu no February bosome eda etoso aduonu wo twemfempe mienu ne aduonu nan February 28, 2024 emrahye bedwa no age atum kurakura akase mampeni na nadodan Akufo-Addo nensa ebe hyase na aba be yemrapon eno na mampeni se asem no ye twene daawre e Supreme Court enti wo twen court ni ginasie ansa na wono so ehunanamo a obetudi afa ho yeyi ena anam so ama senior lecturer constitutional law Gempa Law School Dr. Justice Shremsai Esquire wode ato mampeni anim se wonhwe no wonya na sede ne mema ne nya na adwene se asede wode na sede kwa akwhye court nsem esanse wono ena okutatumi nyina e wo my Ghana ha no mokase empu na epunu enti de woso woye no wonhwe no wonye na famudie ewo anti LGBTQ plus bill no ehu na wonya so woyi nanim ede ahye Supreme Court no.
There's no point, okay, there's no point putting Ghanaians into this stressful thought of I will wait. He is the president for a reason. He should show leadership. He should avoid hiding from the issue and show clearly where he stands. Who knows? Maybe his stance will even convince Ghanaians as to what is right and what is wrong. That is why he's the leader. He's the only person that we have all, the majority of people have voted for to be president. So for all you know, where he stands on this matter will even settle Ghanaians and let people understand that, okay, maybe we believe in the president, he's right, where he goes, let's go. So he cannot avoid or run away, escape his duty and be hiding behind other things and, causing Ghanaians to be, people have been concerned about this bill from day one. It's his time to show where he stands. That's what I'll tell him.
Yetwa Kasiebono so na yeko Otumfo Foundation one edwuma ku a friend Nimon Ghana akabum amwakopemu ewo ahafo ano southwest mention emu kra friend wi so na wode adesua na se ngomasua kande ahodo akoma schools ahodo a ewo kru no emu
Board chairman Edema Otumfo Foundation na professor Ohene Babuachi eje owo ahena otosum yenu extrese ehu hia papa se ene abefo kwanyam ye fa so extra de abodie mu hwehwemu ene emfidi kwan so nimdi ahodo aba no yenso yema ne hia yen na ye de bi ewrewra yen ngomasua mu wose enu nso nti eno wakosi AI lab na de ama adesuafo a ewo yo so se ebeya ya na kwantintin a eda emofra wo kromu sua de eno omo kronkumamu no wobetimi atwea ben wose AI lab die ebeboa ma emofra womo yo so ene ne mpotemu ye biebia eniema ni so akyere womo ene say technology say yes science adesua wombehu ni nyina wose we kran so ebeboa hye won kran amoni abeje science technology engineering ene mathematics enwomasua etwaniti first term ne ho na naboache eje ekyere say sanhye we ya wode egu akwam no hyemu kina say asante hene his royal majesty Otumfo say to otosum yenu said ye warrior taso se obeboa wonwomesua ene eniema ahodo bi a edin sachre papa ne empuntu oba no wadaso aginamu dendenden a enya ade se osesa wasi wei ebabaye enidaso kese pa ede ama yoso emofra ene oma ewo empotam ho nyina na dachi bi no enam sayo so krade empuntu aba
emofra mo ha amusua de Otumfo de odisi na yiso obefra benya ene so bema nwomesua aye asemhia I man confront Mofrepi etimi abom modern yasan so abo school for enti nese mutra ye nese sala bu eba yo so a mommenya homfa so enti mommane ye asemihia mommamo ne mmere mommamo homodin momfa nya akwadworo munsu eni ye na monhwe so ye nso na etimi ababeye ade a beye ade papa amaye ne etimi anya anwodin eni nkabomo eni mpuntuo ewo yo so asantima eni Ghana men nyina
DC yawo alfa no southwest onumnyamfo Joseph Bonsu Frempong ono so the say na to UTV Kasebo enim
as an assembly no ye betra se ne hu kwa ye befa so a machines na se bibi say ye betra de abo mti ye behwa de photo bi ato na ye de beboa amenteni edoma na wo no dia me ka kire nkura ne se omo hwe na no ma ye de abro mi entiba ko kumasi an concrete na saba yo so adme dia o so mo hwe na school abenyum timba school no besua de na cheche for so bo ye besere se omunya bote no mo kire nkura no no mo hwe enoma no susuye se de be ya no ma bi pa cha amaye
ye to akase bono eso a empanifo adi hyiamu ewo apomuden FM na san hyiamu wei ene se human organ and tissue bill na chese enipa wo yam nneoma no bi ewo ho a na obetimi ayi ede akwakoboa yarefo bi a wohia na saa beli ene omo hwe kwan a ombefa so a obetimi ade akotomra hye bedwam na ombeje atum na omgi tumu a ababa ye mra se ebi a ekoba se obi eyare nipa kro no ne yam nneoma bi ewo ho ana ne honam akwa ne bi wo ho a ye betimi ede akwakoshe obi diemu ama nipa kro atimi atenase a na watimi atu anamon wa ti seye enti corneal transplant summit a ekoso won Kramantam ase no presidential advisor ewo apomuden ho ye Dr. Anthony Siasare opanyin ekyerechire san hyehyeye eni hia ehia
Apamfo ahodo a womudi womunkui wapomuden adwumakuo no emu stakeholders in the health sector ede adesede eto mpanifo anim rahebedwa anim so womohwe na human organ and tissue bill no womo enjintu womugitum a ebebo womo yie pa se na ebe ya nipa betimi afiri ne pem na wakase ebia me honamdua kwa we sei no se ebia mewu na mekọ menkrachi anasa metiase metimi ayi ede ama obi a wo hia bi na etimi nso aboa wose ne nyina no betimi ama abo womo a ompese womutu saa na mompa bi sei ede eboa adasa kaye omu hia bibisa eho eban yie pa na omanfo bi nso amfa kweti kwan so amfa saa niama ni bi ankwa ankopie mu amanone a eno no bekọ akwa ye amambonofo sem ni nyina no eno mpeso wo mu ekutia ntimpanifo nhwe no wo mu enyi ntume besan so aboa ama abusuan nso a wo mu ede hye ebetu anamompa bi sei no ni nyina nso no etimi nso abo wo mu echiridom presidential advisor on health Dr. Anthony Insiasare ede ensem atudwa efa saa bill we yi ompese mpanifo agitum entem so no no omode ekutia amambonfo sem e wo saa kwan so no wakasa ye ede efa ho
already no
yɛyɛ cornea transplant wɔ Ghana nyame nkyɛn deɛ nipa bɛyɛ 4 akɔyɛ specialist course a wɔyɛ transplant surgeons. The only thing a yɛnya nyɛyɛ te sɛ kidney transplant sɛ yɛbu wɔ Ghana ha but wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ na ɛtumi yɛ continuous a ɔwɔ sɛ yɛnya mmara a ɛtara akyire a yɛbɛtumi obi a ɔwu anaasɛ ɔwu a na ɔde bi n'ani akyɛ anaasɛ ne kidney anaasɛ ayi nti ɛyɛ ne saa no a na yɛ sɛ yɛnya law backing it nti ɛno na aka ɛpɛ sɛ yɛde kɔ parliament kɔ cabinet na parliament na wɔn pass law no tɛni egu so a yɛyɛ ho adwuma sɛ bɛyɛ a ebetumi ayɛ ntɛntɛm ne apaase yɛyɛ cornea transplant already o sɛ aborɔfo no kaa wɔn de bi firi aburokyire ba na wɔn ne Ghanafoɔ no nyinaa yɛ abom but deɛ ehia ɛyɛ mmara no sɛ mmara bɛtɛ akyire na daakye obi nkɔfa mmara sɛ bi a wɔyɛ no koraa na wɔnyi mmara.
Country Director Emma HCP Cure Blindness Dr. James Adi enso ed ensem sei eka ho.
Bibia wan broni beka se wan regulate no ya woni pa boni for ho. Won ba fa so se ono ana onim obi wo ho kra nya sika no na bia ope but boni keke no ope so odidi. Nti regulation no ba ana se pension no ba eda ho a obi a betumi afa so de aye we no ba man crofo pesika no entumi mfa saa kwan no so enchichire nkofo bebe enkoye se me chiwe na me koton ne bia ne body baby ana ne ana kidney ana se ne liver ana sa anoma no bi emfa nkoje because sisi ade hu se obi wo ho a ne ho ode nche o betumi ahya so sisi a na se mre bi eni ho a body bi a part ana se wo ho bi obetumi eyi e de akwa kojiska into regulation ana se nhihye ne de ehu hia pa.
Consultant corneal transplant surgeon ewo Konfanochi Teaching Hospital Osanjina Musa lecturer Emma KNUS Suapon no Dr. Seth Latte e de adesede to aban no anim wo kirema o se corneal tissues bank no wo mo enhwe na aban no ema ya sabia no embre mu no wo mo atimi aboa eniyade eho ensenkanye eho ayarehwe enso ewo mantiaseman Ghana mu.
Ebe store like a bank o store tissues no ho enti ebe keep tissues no e wo honom enti yemfa se be 10 na 20 na e wo honom for 14 days enti tembia me hia tissue no nyemeya ne se meko bank o maka se o chena me hia tissue ye de be transplant enti obi anani etwa da so fita no etwa da so no e betimi eyi etwa no ne de obi dia wawu waka baabi ne eyi eno ne de atoso na yapam ahye eno no beboa nipa kro no anani etwa da so no obehu ade
kase boy free UTV so bisan for extremo agenkrato etosmienu ye ba ensem nsie ye beto aso aba. Esan so mahwefo kwa baba UTV kasebo yi eso yento ansem so emamo na ye ko Dr. Bernard Okoboy ono na mampani aboni din a ye gine tumu a obehwe apomdin ensem so ewo man Ghana mu sanso no nukro yi a ejina apremnase bedwa konwa no ewo legekuku ane ne mpatamu wo chese emfie kakra wo yenim no se adehye wo legekuku to abama no no san be emnase bedwani a obehwa mampuntu nyuma hodo akoso empatam wonmo
Kanem Rachebedwani Malejikuku abato mpesoa no a osanso eye minister designate for health na achese wo hwe akire se suafo a wo hwe apomudensem so Dr. Bernard Okoboy de anobansam akọ de amana de hye wo Lejikuku ne nhwia so omunkoma komanto omuye ne ba no empuntu esem ombefa ne lapa wo ne mpenso wo kire mu a wo se de waye bi pen e frɛ na aye biafo ogusua eye bi de na achese wo so wotumu enkyene ade hye ne nyine ntum na obeto akoso no waye enwuma pa woye edi ama omui empuntu dwuma bi ode nani ko twa wisi ane hwene santem ko hwe ye bi eye akwan a wotwa ewo let makwan eye teshi link road mate true town roads mate true flyover afi teshi beach road a woye no enta ene infrastructure development ahodo a woye ye ewo honum se de be akwabadi ensem so betimi afa ne ntuma pefra yi afi eba no fort bridges ahodo covert ahodo samia j Calvary down Lekma hospital area Teshi Abuma Auntie Sophie area NHIS office nso wo sibia ma omo wo honum municipal head directorate nso wo yebi sports infrastructure ben won hwe so wo ye de ama wo mo ni nyina e yade oso oba obetum nkyene.
I'm happy to announce any area we pen a doctor ye be sesi ha from here no ye go between be ashore to Century Road find other areas so approach me to say triple omutu here drains echo omuya drains agbliza eya drains see lady u2 omuya drains 74 area omuya drains all these places I'm going to work hard. I'm sure say omuya drainage politics infrastructure air development politics infrastructure air say from babeni ejuma politics infrastructure say ya bro babe ko ni and no enye December 7 pen start say kra at any time you know you can put energy and make sure. Now, I want this community to remember, say, if Union leader now or you're very proactive, sebi, the president never hold, and then the president never hold. Obenya Mbwadi abefi. Obia, all born home the oil to Makakran. Only nani papa bakra, woman the job beside more. But the water 4 years. Say nani papa ni koma, ni papa ba from gra. Edano ayenide. So I just want to assure Lejikuku say Obia be development e won the area.
And I feel election year. Yeah, development here can want. I feel ye ba be to abasoso no, ye be to aba mun kai Dr. Bernard Okoboy ni djuma testing development da abrante na koma so. Yankopon so ehira na abobo na baba. Aso dia aka say yen ye be da nyame ase. Na na say ne kwan be so ya faso di da nyame ase. Ba ba ko to aba ama Dr. Bernard Okoboy. For djuma kwekwesu nyina onu na shechi. The entire ye shops ni ade wa han say ye person ye gigi containers free nkwanchan. Lejukwu say stores ya see the first time. Ye si cho esan say abanya say be o abadaye abanya had ye yasem eda o makoma so. Na bu ayen na enu akiri no baby you know lorry station so no the original lorry station point na so shops wo ho nyina. The basic shops etwa hanum nyina say na be ya ye nua ma no mo ton ade won kwan ho no yaka so mu ntumi esese kwan no mu sibanya bebi akọ ade aye mi so ye mu da mu mbom nsem.
Opegina wone amansan edi enkita ho ema Hajj board Alhaji Abdulrahman Alhassan Gomda na openyi ka kire nanano muslimifo wo mo afiti ase ye wo mo akom kire no na obi bia opese okọ meka no wo se woje Hajj visa enye se wo konsrahwe visa na akwaje nsrahwe de na ade bepiem wo ho no mu so mu a se wo awunim se eno no emra ebechewo eti wu nipa kro no ye chiu se ye kim yetimi de okokotum esan gisika kese mpo efiri ho nti obi anya ahwe yi.
Alhaji Abdulrahman Alhassan Gomda head of communications Emma Hajj board na wɔde nsɛm a ɛfa ha agakwantuo no ho atodwa wɔde kokɔbɔ nsɛm ɛkɔ ɛde ama muslimifo sɛ wɔn nya sɛ dan da nyinaa no wɔn kuta wɔn akwansra visa anase tourist visa no ɛne wɔn de ɛyɛ ha agakwantuo no wɔsi ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ ade a ɛyɛ Saudi Arabia fo wɔn ɛnsoso so na wɔn di kan ɛde atodwa sɛ obi bia ni wɔn mo a wɔde visa foforo bia betimi aba ha agakwantuo no agye de wɔn ankasa wɔn agye atomu enti ade nti na ya na ebi mutu saa anamon no wɔn enyai saa wɔsese wɔn ɛkyew sɛ ebi nso afa kwati kwan so ɛde nkrɔfoɔ bi akwakopie mu ɛwɔ ha agye anase Saudi Arabia wɔn mo a wɔde no ɛkɔ ha agakwantuo ni bi wabra wɔamfa kwampa so a wɔn nsa ɛzoa wɔ a ɛne enaduafie wɔkɔ akɔda hɔnom live and colored wabra wonka bi enhye mu mfinhye adodo a kyerɛ sɛ wobesan so atue sika twitwi di a ne nyina no wo mo de betwe waso e wo saa na montue no ho enti ɛho nsɛm no sei ɛne agye no
aha boani se a ne omo pese omo nkɔ no omo astati tuatua sika ombetua any 75,000 Ghana cedis na $6,250 omo tua through either your 42 accredited agents across Ghana. And I say, you see Ghana Hajj app atua. Now, you see Hajj app no, to meet you a minimum of 5,000 Ghana cedis. Kopim tama tua aywe. Adwin say you see tourist visa and na umrah visa. Say visa no more categories. Or Hajj visa. Your umrah visa, umrah no ye lesser Hajj. Say obi or sa adwin one change na adwin because very dangerous. Last let me say 3 weeks ni or so.
Owie ye no no wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ ɛbere wɔ sɛ modi tua makwantuo no ho sika nyina deadline for payment no ɛyɛ March boso mi mpa mu pepepe mid March 2024 nti monhya no nso nti saa bere de payment ne gu so a sei na no so wonsɛm no wɔka no
Ministry of Hajj Affairs no omoma announcement bi eba Gulf news mo wo Arab countries mo yenso ye piki empo na you say front page omosi omochi obia one no from coming to Saudi Arabia to perform the Hajj for a certain number of years. One wobetua penalty binso any there's a possibility say one be jail no so account nti anybody a was adwin no a one yin free na adwin mo ni omo pese omo be perform Hajj no this year no womo bomode no omo ntua womo first no term because visa issuance no e won a limit e time bia one be twa so womo mabi nti na this year ya no say ni omo pese omo nko Hajj no time limit no ye mid 15th March. But nipa ye anya calls be brief be say yem bomode na yen manunko enim kakra until maybe ye be extended, but the decision has not been taken yet.
Yeko ECG adwumakuo no asoye ne nkrabata wo ahyaman adwumafo ho no mpanifuo adi animu ama wate ho agumonten so akwa fie mu na o chese efie be se 5,000 eno mu ekomu na nipa be se 130 eno ma choma wo mu aye illegal connections.
Ye customers ni bi yusu kanea na ebi mu ntua ebi mu ho a omusaka mobile nso a omumbetua ebi mu nso aye illegal connection enti ye mpanyifo tenase eye mpensempensem ni ehun se ye numbers ana ye adwumafo no ahoɔden no nkoa entumi cover district enti ye mpanyifo na ka adwumafo e wotam anyina bom so mu nyina mbeka ahya ma ho na ye nkɔ efiefie bia mu enko hwese obi a ECG man nkanea no otua na otua nso a oyusu kanea no kwan paso ana se oyusu kanea no kwan bone so ya customers impim num which is 5,000 ya visit here no ampa ye hu se nipa ni bi aye illegal na omu nyina yeyi omukonesins no ana amomo nkrata nso ama ma ba office
se we illegal connection ana poto kasa illegal connection no asikyire ani se o so kanea untu aka ana ase uwia kanea eso tu
abusiafo ahasei na yede kase bono esie na wo hwe ye African way yi se eneyi eye Ghana mantena yegusu die no ene ahasiesie nyina eye awofa adwoa yebo agei na poso hema 1999 wono na siesie ye ho nti sabre ye kwedi obehu bia no wono a enwoma ya ahihye wa ha nyina set nyina no adwoa yebo agei ebia na opebi wo fi a na abusia wa hwehwe na chiri kwan oba Peace FM ya Peace FM ni UTV ya bro san kese ya se a owo ho san so na oduru ofanko nso a owo eho na awofa anasa adwoa yebo agei 1999 the legend obesho kama osiesie usama ho ayefe
ahemfo niema no oton
bibia obenya
ahemfo niema papa bi
yes etimi di akosi asapon mene
David ofori safo yeso siedemoko NLA ena ejuada Monday special ema ebo nyina ede to asoma ya twa mu nyina